Good evening and welcome to the Rory Talks Football channel. Thank you for coming back. Please do subscribe if you're new. Drop a like on the video as well. Lots to get into this evening, mainly Moussa Diaby to Arsenal. The rumours are back. We had them in January, moving into the summer. Look, I wouldn't say no to Diaby at all. I also want to talk a bit about Declan Rice-Sado. Declan Rice-Sado. That is the future of Arsenal's midfield, and I am frothing for it. Also, you'll notice free tickets in the video title. What does that mean? Free tickets. What does that mean? I will explain. And of course, we will get a guess the gooner and a guess the non-gooner for you all to show your footballing knowledge. Good evening in the YouTube chat. George, welcome. Aaron, Rams, as always. SAS, hello. Good to see you all. As I said, please do drop a like on the video. If you're in the TikTok chat, I love you. I will pay more attention to the YouTube chat as always. So if you want to be seen, I suppose, do jump over to the YouTube link in my bio, drop a subscription, and let's get into it. Hello, Eben and Matthew and Ferranmi. Good to see you all in the chat. Oh, I'm feeling good today. It's been a good day. We're nearly at the end of the week. Big weekend of Premier League football is coming up as well. I hope you've all had a good day. Hello, Victor. Hello, Luke, as well. So, Moussa Diaby to Arsenal. Now, we were in contact with Moussa Diaby in January. Once everything fell through with Mudryk, we turned our attention to Diaby, but the price was wild. Basically, Mudryk level, 85. Now, in fairness, they were quoting £85 million, roughly 100 million euros. And you can't blame them when Mudryk had just gone for the amount that he went for, when you consider that Moussa Diaby is a better player, who's played at a higher level, who's done it more consistently at a higher level. You can fully understand why they wouldn't turn around and say to us that potentially, that we could take Diaby for less than we were offering for Mudryk. It wouldn't make sense. Times have changed since January, though. Moussa Diaby is keen on a move. Bayer Leverkusen are accepting of the fact that they are probably going to have to sell him. And he's got 2 years left on his contract. His contract expires in summer 2025. And so the best price they're going to get for him will be this summer. Ram said you heard about Zaha on a free. Yeah, we talked about it in yesterday's video. Not something I'm particularly interested in. And he also said Leicester new manager bounce. I can't see it happening. I can't see the Leicester new manager bounce happening. I will get into West Ham Arsenal at some point as well. But yeah, so this is coming from Sport Build, the actual links to Diaby this evening. Arsenal are keeping in touch with Bayer Leverkusen star Moussa Diaby about a potential move this summer, with the Gunners among the favourites for his signature. Arsenal are long-term admirers of Diaby, and I've seen that we've been scouting him effectively for 2 years. He's still only 23. But Bayer Leverkusen have resisted offers for him so far. The situation has now changed, though, as the German club accept that they will need to sell this year, and Diaby is pushing for a move. So, like I said, in January, Leverkusen didn't want to sell him and quoted 100 million for him. The likelihood is he's not going to go for 100 million now. His contract in Germany runs out in summer 2025. He's been at Leverkusen since 2019. He joined them from PSG, where he went through the academy. 23-year-old, left-footed, but can play off both feet really well. Predominantly a right winger. So it is very similar, like for like, to Bukayo Saka, although arguably I'd say he's much more two-footed than Saka. This season, 13 goals, 9 assists in 37 games. Not a bad return at all. 48 goals and 48 assists in 161 games for Bayer Leverkusen in total. His injury record is fantastic. He's only missed 1 game in his entire career through injuries. Missed 2 in total. 1 was COVID, so it doesn't count. Other than that, he's missed 1 game in his entire career, which is what you want. You want, especially with wingers. Wingers can be injury prone, and it seems like he isn't. M6 Gunner says, "New sub, really enjoy your content, mate. It was great seeing you on FTV. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Lots of you in the YouTube chat this evening. It's good to see. We love to see it. Have you heard about Henriks as another right back potentially? I have. There are quite a few right backs that are on our radar now. If you were to pick one summer signing to strengthen our weakest player in the starting 11, who would it be? Begrudgingly for me, it would be Xhaka. Yeah, I think for me it would be as well. I think for me, Declan Rice for Granit Xhaka is the key. I will. Did you do a fan cam for FTV? I did. Yeah, I think it was titled something along. I think it was titled Stick or Twist, something like that. And have I heard about Kante? Yeah, I have. I don't think Kante will go to another London club personally. He said he wants to stay in London, but for me, I think that means he's just going to stay at Chelsea and then probably move to the Middle East at some point. Declan Ricedo. Look, Man United have got McFred. We're going to have Declan Ricedo, and I will love it. So yeah, on Moussa Diaby, look, I do think Penguin, how you doing? I do think with Moussa Diaby, we're in a position where to upgrade, you can't upgrade Saka. You genuinely can't. I don't think there's a better right winger in the world at the moment than Bukayo Saka. To bring someone in that can compete with Saka, that can push Saka to his top level, and that can be a genuine replacement if Saka gets injured, you're going to be looking at spending upwards of 60 million. Like, that's just the simple fact of the matter. And to be fair, the market for right wingers is not fantastic. In terms of top level proven right wingers, it's not great at the moment. It's not the same as the midfield situation where there are lots of midfielders that are going to be on the market. So really, you're looking at Diaby, you're looking at potentially Rafinha if he's back on the market, but I'm not that interested in him. And so for me, if Reece Nelson is a player that we can keep, but if we don't, and if we do want to bridge the gap between Reece Nelson's level and Bukayo Saka's level, then I think Moussa Diaby is it's a sensible option, but it depends how much money you're going to spend. Dobbo says Diaby links have legs to them. Arsenal are interested. He can also play both wings, which is excellent. Yeah, so he is decent on both feet. Jorginho is still Chelsea's top scorer. Opinion, yeah, good one. What do you think on Jude Bellingham? Jude Bellingham's not joining Arsenal. I would love it, and I think I deserve it, but Jude Bellingham is not joining Arsenal. Nunes or Haaland, based on actual on-the-ball ability, love your content. Well, I appreciate that. Haaland. Who's better, Kvarat or Martinelli? For me, Martinelli. If you watched AC Milan against Napoli last night, Kvarat just didn't look that great. I know it's one game and you can't judge him on it, but people talk about it as if he is levels above Martinelli. Factually incorrect. Jude's price rules Arsenal out. Yeah, absolutely. Jorginho probably leaving this summer. I agree. I would be very surprised. He'll have a year left on his contract. I think with the midfielders we're talking about bringing in as well, I think it makes sense to sell him with that year on his contract. We'll get most of the money back that we paid for him in the first place. Mo Salah is still better than Saka. Salah has more goals and assists in his worst season than Saka's best season. I think Saka's better this season personally, but it's each to their own, isn't it? So I did want to talk about Declan Ricedo. I do think that has to be because basically rumours came out today that Alexis McAllister, it's Chelsea, Man United, and Liverpool that are leading the way for him. So look, that clearly, obviously means we're taking Caicedo. If they're going for McAllister, we're taking Caicedo, and I think that'd be fantastic for us. I think Caicedo, between Caicedo and Declan Rice, you've got a midfield partnership for 6-8 years. Why would you not? I know it would be a very expensive to do it, but you've literally got Partey and Xhaka's backups and replacements long term sorted, and then you've got to think about bringing back Patino and players like that. But I just think it just makes sense. It makes sense. Yes, it will cost a lot of money, but I think having that depth would be fantastic anyway. Thoughts on Kieran Tierney? I'd like him to stay, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if he leaves, and I wouldn't hold it against him if he did leave either. Again, if you're watching on TikTok, I am live on YouTube. Please do click the link in my bio. Come and subscribe on YouTube. Even if you want to keep watching on TikTok, it massively helps me out. New manager bounce this weekend for Leicester. I just can't see it. I can't see it. I wish I could see it. I just don't. I just don't. I think Leicester. I think Leicester are going down. I don't think they're going to improve at all. Unfortunately, so I don't. There are games that I look at where I think Man City could drop points. Leicester is not one of them. I think Fulham away, Brighton away, Brentford away. They're the three that we have to hold. Well, and our game, obviously. But they're the three that we have to hold out hope for. Dean Smith basically relegates Leicester, Dobbo. Yeah, exactly. I think it's an awful appointment. It doesn't inspire me at all. I'd be shocked if they stay up with Dean Smith. You never know. You never know, but I would be shocked. So yeah, I think Rice and Caicedo, you bring them in. It's an expensive window, but we've got money. We've got money to spend. We know we've got money to spend. The money that we were going to spend on Mudryk that we didn't spend. Champions League qualification is worth at least 40 to 50 million. If we win the Premier League, obviously that's worth an insane amount. So I think we've got to spend big in the summer. I think getting those midfielders in this window where there are lots of midfielders available, so you might not have as much competition for those signings. I just think it makes sense. Go all out for Jude. I don't think going all out for Jude for the exact same reason that on this channel and on, I think it was on Pitch Side when I said that there's no way on earth that Liverpool get Jude Bellingham this summer. It's for the same reason. Our club and Liverpool, I mean, Liverpool far more so, are not in a position to drop 150 million on one player. They need to rebuild that entire midfield. They probably need 3 midfielders. It makes far more sense to spend 50 million on 3 different ones than 150 million on one. That's just the position that they're in. And I do think we're in a similar position. I don't think we can drop 150 on a single player. As much as I would absolutely love him at Arsenal, I just don't see it happening. Opinion on getting Elise as a long-term competition backup for Saka? It is possible. It is possible. We spoke a bit about Elise yesterday, and there is concrete interest in him. I don't think Elise isn't at the level of Moussa Diaby yet, but he is a bit younger. It is definitely an option. Fulham are going to have an awful end to the season. They have nothing to play for. City will batter them. I don't know. They still have an outside chance of Conference League, right? They've still got an outside chance of Conference League, so you never know. I mean, like, you might be right, but I just reached 1K on YouTube, and you were the person that inspired me to start YouTube. So thank you. Well, good job. I'm glad. I love that I inspired you. My friend's a Spurs fan, and he's at the protest he's at the Levy out protest. You think Levy will leave? I don't think Daniel Levy isn't going to leave Spurs. The amount that he's put into everything outside of their footballing ability, in terms of the stadium, in terms of the concerts, in terms of the fact that in England's bid for European for the Euros, it would be the Tottenham Stadium that would be used. All of that sort of stuff. He's not done that just to walk away from the table. Not at all. And I don't think he gives a shit what the Tottenham fans think. I really don't. My favourite ever Arsenal player is Thierry Henry, unsurprisingly. Free tickets. Now, this is important, right? It's not as amazing. It's not quite as amazing as that. It's not free tickets to an Arsenal senior game. But if you're an Arsenal Red member, you can go and watch and I'll be there, and I know a lot of other people that are going to be there. The under-18s, the FA Youth Cup final against West Ham. It's at the Emirates on the 25th of April, 7 p.m. kickoff. And if you're a member, you can go for free. If you're not a member, you can go for £5. It's a great opportunity. We want to fill out the stadium as much as we possibly can. Support the under-18s, Jack Wilshere's team. They've done an amazing job to get to the final. It's a great opportunity to see some of the young players that will go on to be, in my opinion, Arsenal senior players, the likes of Kozia Dubry, Lino Souza. Just go. Look, the fact is, it's very difficult to get Arsenal tickets at the moment anyway. This is a chance to get to the Emirates, support the team, support the future Arsenal stars, even players like Ethan Nwaneri. It's the sort of thing that getting a big atmosphere there could convince him to stay at Arsenal. Genuinely, it is. So if you can, 25th of April, I think it's a Tuesday, 7 p.m. kickoff. I've left actually the link to get the free tickets in the description of the video. On YouTube, that is. If you're on TikTok, if you jump over to the YouTube stream, it's in the links of that, in the description, sorry. I think it's fantastic. And I'm really glad that they've done it. We will fill as much as we can. I know when, I think Man United played Nottingham Forest in the final last year, and I think they sold like 60,000 or something like that. Rory, how come you didn't do a post-match AFTV interview? I did one of the fan cam interviews on AFTV. So yeah, free tickets to that. Also, they're not free, but tickets on Monday, the 1st of May. Arsenal are in the Arsenal Women's Champions League semi-final against Wolfsburg. Another game we want to get to. We've got Chelsea in the Premier League the next day as well, so it will be 2 nights in a row at the Emirates. Rory, where can I get the free ticket? If you go and you have to be an Arsenal member of some description, so you already have to be a paying Arsenal member. If you click the link in the bio on TikTok, it will take you to my YouTube. The live stream that's currently on YouTube, the description, I've left the link in the description. Yeah, there you go. So if you go over to the YouTube video, drop a subscription on the YouTube whilst you're there. It's in the description of this video, the current live stream that's going on. Get your ticket for free. Ticket secure for Arsenal for the under 18s. Good man, good man. Who was better for Arsenal, Willian or Henry? I would say probably Henry, just about. Garnacho will be a Ballon d'Or nominee next season. Not next season. Maybe at some point in his lifetime he might be. He will not be a Ballon d'Or nominee next season. Thoughts on Lee Gunner? Look, Lee Gunner's Lee Gunner. Everyone's, everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it does make them look like a Spurs fan. They're entitled to it. What do you do for a living? I work in marketing, content marketing. So a lot of this. Anyway, it's time for Guess the Gooner. The game where you have to guess the Gooner that I'm talking about, an ex-Gooner or a current Gooner. I've removed Arsenal from their career path, so you don't know when it was that they were at Arsenal. And based on the other clubs, you've got to guess who the player is. I don't think Ross Lawson is here. Ross Lawson had back-to-back wins on the YouTube chat. I will look at the YouTube chat first. Get your answers on TikTok as well, though. So this Arsenal player, or ex-Arsenal player, went from or started at Legia Warsaw. They went on loan to Brentford. They went on loan to Roma. And they went to Juventus. Who is the player? Legia Warsaw, Brentford loan, Roma loan, Juventus. People have got it. People have got it in the TikTok. TikTok were first to it as well. And it's in the YouTube chat. Lewis is wrong slightly. Matthew Clear is the person to get it. It is indeed Wojciech Szczesny. What a player. Wojciech Szczesny. It is indeed. It wasn't Fabianski. I like the logic, the Polish logic, starting at Legia Warsaw. But it is. But it's good. I rate the effort. But there isn't a single person who spelt it right. But there you go. It was indeed Wojciech Szczesny. Congratulations if you got it in the TikTok chat and I missed it as well. And now for the non-Arsenal guess the player. The non-Arsenal guess the player. I'm late. What about Diaby? So Joe, basically on Diaby, Arsenal are interested in him. We were interested in January. The interest is still there. Bayer Leverkusen have accepted that they probably need to sell him this summer, and he's a great option for us to have. If you just go back on the video, though, Joe, you can go back to the start of the video after we finished and watch that 10 minutes that we spoke about him for. So this player, not an Arsenal player, this is their career path. Internacional, Shakhtar Donetsk, Manchester United. Who is it? Internacional, Shakhtar Donetsk, Manchester United. SS9 has got it. He's the first one to it. It is indeed Fred. It is indeed Fred. Congratulations to SS9 for getting it first. And Joe and Matthew and George and Rams, you all got it. You all got it. But it was SS9 who got there first. What a player. What a player. McFred. What a combo. What a combo. Declan Rice-Ado is our answer to that, though. Thoughts on the new Spurs Ultras group? Bit embarrassing. Nah, look, I don't mind them going for it. You know, I think the Ashburton Army for us have been fantastic this season. So I can understand why Spurs, with their relatively poor atmosphere, would look at the Ashburton Army and think we should copy something like that. Brighton robbed of top four. They were certainly robbed against Spurs. Do the Ashburton Army get free tickets? No, I don't think so. But most of them have either got season tickets or, yeah, I don't know. They always get into games. So William Saliba is close. This has been said for a month now. Does Arsenal interpret close as 1 year? Rams, I don't know. That's why I've got into the mindset of Saliba isn't going to play again this season, and if he does, it'll be a bonus. That's kind of the mindset that I've got into. Rory, do you reckon we can get a draw at the Etihad? If we do, we've pretty much won the league, unless we massively bottle it. I do. I think we draw at the Etihad, But I also think we draw against Newcastle and draw against Brighton. So I do still think that other than that game, Man City need to drop points somewhere in a game somewhere. Got my ticket to the FA Youth Cup final. Excellent. Excellent. I think Madrid can get Bellingham this summer because Luca is. Yeah, I think Bellingham goes to Madrid. I think if it's true that he has completely ruled out moving to Man City, I can't see him going to anywhere other than Real Madrid. Which is, fair play. At least it's not going to do us any damage if he's at another Premier League club. Sadio Mane, where could he end up at the end of the season? There's been some. Obviously, it came out yesterday that he punched within the bus stop with Leroy Sané. He punched Leroy Sané in the lip. They've apologised. The players have all apologised to each other. But there were rumours coming out, or someone within Bayern was speaking about the fact that they're not happy with Mane at Bayern. They don't think that they've got the Mane that was at Liverpool. And it wouldn't surprise me if they've not. You look at the current Liverpool squad this season, a lot of them look very tired. It wouldn't surprise me if Mane is as well. So, would I take him at Arsenal next season? Maybe. Mane's being fined and suspended as punishment. Yeah, he is. So, would I take him at Arsenal? Look, I wouldn't say no. If there was a good deal to be done there, I'm sure he's still got plenty left in the tank long term. So you'd be foolish to say no, really. It's a great option to have if you could get the best Mane. Talking about Sane, could he be an option for us? I don't know. Sane hasn't impressed me, really, when I've seen him play in multiple Champions League games now. Do you think Jesper Karlsson from AZ could be a good fit for Arsenal for 15 to 25 million? I'll be honest, I've not seen much of Jesper Karlsson at all to give a good answer to that one. United got that oil money yet? No. United's summer transfer window is in absolute jeopardy. The Glazers are determined to get more money. They've basically sent it to a third round of bidding, which won't end until the end of April. Even after that, once you've decided on your lead bidder, you've then got to actually agree on a final bid from the lead bidder. You've then got to go through all of the legal stuff of that. The problem is that the takeover is not going to be done until at least midway through the summer transfer window. So I think other teams will look at that and think that they can probably beat Man United to a lot of signings because of that situation. So, I mean, the Glazers are going out in exactly the fashion that they've run the club for 17 years, right? They're just absolutely money grabbing and trying to squeeze every last penny they can get out of the sale. At least Todd Boehly has shown that spending loads of money doesn't guarantee success. Exactly. I can't believe Todd Boehly said that they were going to win 3-0 last night. Like, even if he genuinely thought they were going to win 3-0, such a stupid thing to say. Like, what a whopper. Question, what team do you support? Arsenal. Todd Boehly's hilarious. He is. I'm predicting a Rob Holding 40-yard volley. I mean, it would be limbs. If we do end up dropping points to Newcastle and Brighton, are the only games that Man City can really drop points against Arsenal or Chelsea. I think Brighton away and Brentford away on the final day of the season are the other two. And Fulham away, maybe. But yeah. I don't think they'll drop points to Chelsea. Mudryk for Chelsea has 3 shots on target. He's played under 3 managers and cost 100 million. Yeah, it's not looking good for them. Chelsea haven't scored a goal in nearly a month. I think 4 managers might have been sacked. 4 different Premier League managers might have been sacked since the last time they scored a goal. It's quite wild. What's Don Robbie like in person? I didn't meet him. I didn't meet Don Robbie. He was actually at the Liverpool game. Whereas obviously I was at the studio, which is in London. So I am yet to meet Don Robbie, which is a shame. Who do you think will get relegated this season? Southampton, Leicester, and one other. Probably Leeds, but I don't know. I just can't see Man City dropping points final game. They're too good at the death. You never know, though. You never know. Football rarely repeats itself. And so this whole thing about them being good at the death, you just never know. Leicester are going down. Yeah, I think Leicester are going down. One off day is all it takes. Exactly. They've got if Man City get to the final of the Champions League and the final of the FA Cup, Man City have 15 games left this season. Arsenal have 8 games left this season. Within that 15 games, it's difficult to win all of them. It really is. Praying for a win at City. The boys need to be top. Sing the holding chant? Nah, I can't sing on command. That's got to be something that comes. It's got to be something that comes naturally. I can't just sing on command. Watch City drop points Saturday. They're not dropping. There are some things you can predict, and it's that City won't drop points to Leicester. No way. What do you think about Coventry City? I don't think a lot about it, to be fair. Love seeing you on AFTV last weekend. I appreciate it. Rob Holding, yeah, he is better than Cannavaro. What a man. What a man. Fix your lashes. Are my lashes back? That's a shame. Do you watch any EFL or just Prem? I watch EFL highlights. I wouldn't say like I wouldn't say I'm an avid watcher of EFL, but you watch Ted Lasso, yeah? Yeah, I do. But look, that's pretty much it for today's video. There's not a huge amount to talk about in terms of Arsenal transfer rumours and stuff, and not a lot has come out. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get information about the team news ahead of West Ham, which will obviously be good. I'm expecting no fresh changes other than Nketiah being available, but we will wait and see. I don't expect in any way that we'll see that Saliba is ready to play. Arteta should have a press conference tomorrow, yeah. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure he should have one tomorrow. But there we go. That is it for the YouTube stream. I massively appreciate all of you turning up. Again, if you've not subscribed already, please do subscribe. Smash a like on the video. Have a fantastic evening, and I will catch you all at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Good evening.